Salvete Spectatores, it's Masopust. Welcome back in the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. This is the second episode and we're still in White Orchard in the inn. And let's check some folks out, although most of them should be very unfriendly.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Realize it's been half a year since we hunted down that fiend in Varun.
Yes, though that was more than a fiend. What was that bastard's name? Drugan? May the soil lie light upon him. Things used to be simpler. Monsters were bad, humans good. Now, everything's all confused.
Used to be exactly the same. You've just forgotten.
Do well not to point up my age. You're near a century old yourself.
That's some interesting knowledge. So Vesemir
See you later, Vesemir.
is the oldest living Witcher of the Wolf School, and Geralt was his apprentice now, although he looks quite old himself, and due to the mutagens, the aging process is slowed down. I don't know how old witches get exactly, but Vesemir is, I don't know, maybe 200 years, something like that. I don't know. Geralt is around 100 years old. And of course, mages are also much older than they look. Yennefer and Triss are not like 20 or 30 years. They're more like 100, 150. Let's talk to peasant.
I'm looking for someone.
And we seek some peace and quiet.
Out of my face, freak, for your breath sours my beer.
Hey!
Just want to talk.
You deaf, stray? No one here'll talk to you.
If it's company you seek, stick that mangy snout of yours in a trough with the pigs.
Show that shit-eater, Micah.
Let's use some Axie.
Red-haired woman dressed in black and white. Seen her? Talk.
Folks say the lady rode through the village a few days back. Galloping so fast she knocked Radabor into a ditch.
Which way did she go?
Dunno. Lots of tracks leading off the main road. Could have gone anywhere.
Oi, people! The freak's taken Micah's mind!
Uh-huh. And I'll take your tongue if you don't shut up.
Okay, so this is different. Well, we learned that Yennefer rode through White Orchard, that's not a surprise, but Axie now has an impact on the environment. In Witcher 2 we could just always use Axie, nobody cared. We have to be more careful about that. I really like the medieval garments, they look very historical. With their double trousers and, I don't know, gauntlets and what else? The doublets, how that's pronounced. What else do we have? We have Elsa.
Something else you'll be needing.
Nilfgaardian rule to your liking?
What's there to like? 'Tis the same as any other. They tax us, requisition this or that. But they do keep the peace in the village, I'll grant 'em that.
You don't mourn Temeria's passing?
I mourned it round half a year back, when King Foltest was cut down. Now I just want peace.
Okay, that's interesting. We learned that King Foltest died half a year ago, so this was the beginning of the events of The Witcher 2. So we are now half a year after the beginning of the second game.
Farewell.
And this is a common trope that the small folk doesn't really care about who's in charge, that if only the peace is kept and the taxes are not too high.
What a waste of time! The Earth shall revolve around the sun before you comprehend these rules.
What rules?
Got a minute?
Why not? Aldert Geert, Assistant Professor in Contemporary History at Oxenfurt Academy.
Geralt of Rivia. Witcher, with tenure. I'm looking for a woman. Long hair, dressed in black and white. Seen anyone like that?
Of course not! Unlike the populace, I know the horsewoman of war is pure poppycock.
What? What a...
Horsewoman of war? What's that about?
Folk say an omen. A beautiful phantom rides the fields at night, looks as you described her. Armies follow her, and all who cross her path meet with misfortune.
I can vouch for the last bit. Know where they saw her?
No, facts interest me, not fairy tales.
Why are you here?
Not a place I'd ever expect to find a scholar. Take it you're fleeing the war?
Quite the opposite. Chasing it. I'm headed for the front.
Tired of life?
I seek knowledge, which I value more than life itself. I've a thirst no dusty old tomes can quench. I wish to see the Nilfgaardian invasion with my own eyes, understand it, and record it all in my chronicle, my magnum opus.
Now, I really have to pause for a second and mention again the facial expressions. I mean, look at Geralt's face. It's really like in a movie. He reacts with his eyes, with his mouth, and everything is so detailed, even on not the highest difficulty. That's sick.
Interesting. We need somebody to describe war, what it's really like. Not colorful banners and generals making moving speeches, but rape, violence, and thoughtless cruelty.
Ah, I see you lack the polish of the Academy. Rape and cruelty are details of no import to the war's course. Trinkets on the garment of conflict, one might say.
Tell that to the people whose houses burned down.
So he's a historian and just wants to write a chronicle about the events. That's interesting.
War reached Novigrad yet?
Nope, but it's only a matter of time. Nilfgaard on one bank, Redania on the other. Drooling over the city like dogs over a juicy bone.
Many a ruler's choked on that bone.
True. We value our liberty in Novigrad, and we know how to fight for it.
The scholars especially.
The sword is not the only weapon. Do not forget, architects from our academy designed the city walls. Walls no war machine has ever crumbled.
So, in the east, Nilfgaard has apparently conquered all of Temeria and now stands at the southern border of Redania, a strong kingdom ruled by Radovid. And I think to the east, the Black Ones took Edirn and Lyria, like in the last war. Interesting thing is that I played Yorwith's Path, and that means that there is a free Pontar Valley ruled by Saskia. I wonder if that has been already conquered. It would be a little bit disappointing, actually.
Gotta go. So long.
A moment, Witcher. You strike me as a man of the world. Are you familiar with Gwent?
No, and I don't have time to learn.
But the rules are quite simple. Come, let's play.
Alright.
Why not?
Splendid! Here's how it's done.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have put away the tutorials. Cards in deck. So there are four different types cards. Melee units, ranged units, and siege units. We are the Northern Realms. Prince Stannis. Prick. And there are these special cards. Cold, Fog, and Rain. Interesting. Card collection. Enter start game. Not enough unit cards. Okay, now maybe? Yeah, good. Your opponent will go first. Whatever. Choose a card to redraw. Why do I have two Cadweni Siege Experts? Let's take a blue... Of course, let's take the strongest. Sheila, let's take Vas from The Witcher 2. Okay. Shit. I think I made a mistake. I gave away the two strongest cards. Fuck! Okay, he has 2 range, so let's counter with 4 melee. Oh, interesting. How can I proceed? Okay, I have to click again. Apparently, if I put now this second guy here... Yep, that gets doubled. Interesting, now I have 16 combat strength. Shit. Now, of course, I'm gonna put this away with sunny weather. Cynthia! Nice. Huh, 16 to 10 now, and I'm gonna use only weak guys, like this guy. He has this symbol, that means maybe he give a bonus to... Yeah, gives a bonus to all the other guys. I have to watch out, 12 to 16, let's try this one. Okay, they get doubled because they're the same units. Putkammer 9, 6 is 15. I have to watch out. What do I want to put in 4? Let's take this one. Yeah, I'll have to click again. Okay. Another... Uh-oh. Wait a second, why don't they get doubled here? 12, 6 is 18. I think I'm gonna... Pick a fork card from your deck and play it instantly. Okay. Let's check the combat strength. 16, 17, 21. And he has some shit. How can I pass around, I wonder? Q is for fade again, but I want to do that. Oh no. Enter. No. Ah, here it stands, 21 to... I don't think he can still beat me, so I just want to... I don't know, seed the game. I cannot apply full test anymore. What does M here? What's his special ability? Pick a torrential rain card. Okay. I can use the fog and he can use the rain. Fog is for the ranged thing here. Let's try Q. What? No. Because I don't know how to stop. Space hold. Interesting. Okay, let's hope he has no more cool units. Yes, bitch! Got you. Okay, so Northern Realms draw additional card. Sheila de Tancerville, I believe, was... No, one of the siege weapons was drawn. When one of the sides hasn't passed, he has no more cards. So let's make this quick. This is a very, very weak opponent. I won both rounds easily.
Well, you've a knack for this game.
Naturally.
If you ever find yourself in Oxenfurt and wish to play a true master, ask for Stepan. A simple innkeep by trade, but a true maestro when it comes to Gwent.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
I really like that because Gwent is a little bit like Magic the Gathering or Pokemon, where you collect different cards. And as far as I know, there are 4 different factions. Let's check. What's Gwent? Gwent deck is H. Alright, I got Zoltan in my deck. I wonder how many cards are... it's possible to put in a deck. We could put the poor fucking infantry, the PFI, we could put out and still have a good deck. I like the music in the background. Of course it stopped now. We can talk to this guy, Gaunt or Odin.
Looking for a woman.
Like everyone.
Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries, dresses in black and white.
2 schnapsies. It'll lift your spirits.
Schnapses? Have a drink.
Fine, I'll have a drink. Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
A lot of schnapps
Never
in
mentioned
there.
her name.
Yet you described her perfectly. And once I hear something, I never forget. Can't help it.
What do you do? Who are you?
A mangy vagrant. Gone to Rodim, at your service.
Vagrant. That a profession now?
Once a merchant of mirrors. The madding crowd dubbed me Master Mirror, or the Man of Glass.
He has a friendly face for a vagrant, I have to say.
How do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
And runs into a very patient witcher.
It's a Geralt of Rivia himself. The Butcher of Blaviken.
Recognize me from Master Dandelion's ballads too?
To your health.
You seen Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask. Is this about love?
Oh my god.
Guessed it. It's love.
I knew it at once.
What do you know? Tell me.
Before you appeared, it never occurred to me that might have been Yennefer. Who would have thought?
Get to the point.
An Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
At their camp. She rode in there. Dark of night. Black and white. Gooseberries and... Yes, I know. Had a terse exchange with the garrison commander and raced off.
Where to?
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Thanks.
We men of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble and you'll be nearby to help.
Ask the Nilfgaardians about Yennefer. That's some foreshadowing right there. I think we'll meet this O'Neill guy again. Let's use the witch's sign for once. We can put out the candles. The door is highlighted in the scholar. Not much else going on in the tavern. Nope, can't get up there. Examine? Oh no, extinguish. Okay. Locked. So we would need a key for that. With those peasants I already spoke.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
So apparently
See you later, Vesemir.
not much else to be done inside the tavern. Let's get out. Okay, I'm able to run inside the tavern too.
That war was nice.
Done drinking?
Uh-oh.
Then fuck off.
Don't want your kind here.
Better round up someone else to help. 3 of you don't stand a chance against me.
What? I could fuck you up by myself.
If I had a bag over my head and my hands tied behind... Actually, no, not even then.
Chet, Lesh, back off. I'll teach this vagrant a lesson. Man on freak.
Mistake.
Come on,
Fuck.
come closer. Nice meeting you.
Alright, I took an unnecessary beating here. Huh. I wonder... Can I loot those guys?
Lad went missing one day, so folk nagged a witchman that was hunting nearby. Started poking him, asking. When he started twisting...
There's so much dialogue going on over there.
Except it was some drowned that had sat on it. Witcher had naught to do with it. What did the folk do? They could have sewed his head back on. Word is they laid his corpse to rest. Yes?
Okay,
Into your mug.
they don't want to talk to me. So our main mission is to arrest the Nilfgaardian. What about the... Okay. On the minimap there are these green leaves, symbols. We can harvest, and I'm gonna do that because... I might want to change the interaction from E to the left mouse button if that's possible. In Witcher 2 that was the case. One more over. So they... Nice. I love it when Geralt now is able to jump over the... Sweet. What the hell? Why are you crying? Now this may be a little bit boring, those harvesting of herbs, but it's essential for some alchemy stuff, and as a witcher in a higher difficulty level, it is very important, I would say. Oh, there are mushrooms. What are you doing?
Freak.
Are you drunk?
I think those plums are wreaking havoc on my gut.
Let's check our character out. Okay, there's water and bread. I don't have any bombs. I have some food right here. But nothing else. I have a witch's steel sword and a witch's silver sword. There's some random numbers, we'll check them out later. Armor piercing on a steel sword. Really nothing on the silver sword. Our weight, we were able to carry 60, I don't know, stones, pounds. Of course not kilograms. So we can carry quite some more. Carry more armor. Hunting gauntlets, hunting boots, hunting trousers. I don't have a crossbow. I have bolts though, that's interesting. Pockets. I wonder what I could put in a pocket. Saddle. Okay, trophy, saddlebags, horse. That's interesting, this is new. The horse equipment stuff. I could meditate, but meditation doesn't do anything on this difficulty level. Because healing is turned off. The bestiary. Okay, griffins. I'm gonna pause for a second so you can read that. Well, actually, let's read it because I need to know that. It's often very important to check on the bestiary. A grape shot, hybrid oil, and art. That's interesting. So I know in a fight with a griffin I should use art. And of course these bombs. The grape shot symbol is the same. I, half eagle, half tomcat. Tomcat? Okay. Just like on the Lord's crest, Crep the sun was carrying me dead, cows dead of a scepter. Oh wow. Griffin attack witness. Griffins were once only found high in the mountains, where they would hunt marmots and wild goats. When humans encroached on their lands, however, griffins soon discovered a new source of much more plentiful and easier caught prey: cows, sheep and shepherds. Though still wary of main roads and towns, where folk with the means to hire a witcher are likely to dwell. Of course, I don't think griffins are stupid. They know. They're maybe like a cat intelligent. These half-eagle, half-wildcat creatures have gone from rarities to often encountered pests known throughout the northern realms, so they're not a seldomly encountered creature. Especially hated are the subspecies known as the royal griffin and arch-griffins. Ghouls. Ghouls creep and crawl at night, eating everything in sight. In a snap they'd eat you too, chop you up for a ghoulish stew. Children's rhyme. Vulnerable against necrophage all, but they're not real threat. They're quick and can dodge blows effectively, but they're not that strong. Ghouls and graviers are stronger than ghouls, but basically the same, are hard to describe. In part, they resemble humans, yet on the whole, they are the utter negation of all that is human. Though they have arms and legs like men, they walk on all fours like dogs or badgers. Blah blah blah. They are corpse eaters. Alchemy. I would need lesser blue mutagen. We'll delve into alchemy later. Alchemy. I have most of the formulae already. That's good. Inventory. This is this interface. Glossary. Oh, interesting. Wow. There's a lot of stuff going on. I'm not gonna read that because you should already know that if you played the last two Witchers or read the books. Nevertheless. World map. Alright, the Northern Realms. Wow. And I imagine this is... Oh, right, we're in a tutorial, so not everything is maybe accessible. We are in White Orchard at the moment. Skellig is a place we can go. Royal Palace in Vizima, No Man's Land, and Novigrad. So from the looks of it, the Skellig Islands are the biggest area accessible. And the Kaer Morhen, we've already been there. Interesting, this is the new map. Up here are some smaller realms. This is Kovir right here, a very rich realm. Redania seems to be still independent. A funny thing is that Cadwen seems to have gone. Wow. This would be the Pontar Valley, and it seems that Nilfgaard also has conquered this one. We'll see about that in a minute. Not in a minute, in hours, apparently. Character. That's interesting. Now, I haven't delved into the character leveling and stuff. I only know that it is very restricted and I have to watch out what I want to do. There's melee, science and alchemy, as always. General. Oh, okay. Stamina regeneration, blah blah. And mutagens. Level 1. I think I'm already able to place one ability here to activate. That's interesting. I'm not gonna do that right now. I may have to delve into that a bit more. Let's actually get Roach. Which is mine? I think the brown one.
My gran told me about the Smith's boy. The lad went missing one day, so he had a witchman that was hunting nearby.
Come on, get going.
When he started twisting and squirming, so wham bam, they knocked his head off. Oh, so it worked.
That's actually very friendly. If you look at the white points on the minimap, it indicates the way we have to go. Here's the message board. We're gonna go for that in a... Let's actually check it out first. I don't want to gallop into... Uh-oh, sorry peasant.
Think those plums are wreaking havoc on me gut.
Snoring. He bumped his head when he went to bed and whacked himself good morning.
I wouldn't sing that too loud, boy.
Jetty.
Now listen carefully.
So what do we have here?
Never to sing that rhyme again. Never.
Outdoor relief.
And you're not
The Imperial
paid
Garrison
Jetty
hereby
anymore.
announces that every week the village's poor may come to collect food rations. Rations will only be distributed to supplicants able to document proof of their poverty. Cheats will be punished like any other thieves and to the full extent of the law. Death to the invaders! Hark, fair folk of the north. If you're yearning for freedom, if you're prepared to take up arms to defend the motherland, heed to the woods. We grow stronger by the day and will soon show the Nilfgaardian vermin that the Temerian nation will not bear its yoke without a fight. If your heart bleeds blue and golden lilies, you will sooner die for your country than live as a slave to foreigners. Let us swear by our fathers who fell on the beasts at Sodden, by the souls of the dead buried at Brenna. To arms! Well, not sure if that's successful. Wanted deserter. That could be a mission. Last night a soldier fled from the army camp under cover of darkness. The wanted man, a recruit from who recently volunteered to join His Imperial Majesty's service, goes by the name of Odrin. That's an old acquaintance from the Cadweni army camp, I think. He claimed to be a Cadweni by birth, but said King Hansel's misrule had convinced him to join the Imperial army. He was part of said institution for a mere 2 days, but managed to eat and drink enough in that time for an entire regiment of dragoons. Anyone with information about this deserter's present location is to report to the garrison at once. This really looks like a quest to me. Description: while with thinning hair and modest stature, he fled in his undergarments by squeezing out through the latrine's drainage system. He can easily be recognized by his voice. Hardened alcoholic. Okay, we'll find him. The new order. This Thursday, all peasants living nearby are invited to come listen to Captain Peter Tsar Gwynlev speak on the subject of laws soon to be introduced in these lands by the writ of our most gracious sovereign Emir von Emreis. Attendance is not obligatory, but every resident of White Orchard should partake of this opportunity to learn what rights they will enjoy and the duties they'll have to do under the new order. Good folk, you no longer live in a barbarous land where every man does as he sees fit. You're now part of the great empire of Nilfgaard. Nilfgaardian law now protects you, but it also ascribes you new obligations. Imperial forces have brought you to the torch of enlightenment. Grab hold of it, and your dark age shall soon give way to a bright new era. So this is the casus belli, actually, of Nilfgaard when attacking the northern realms. They think they are the bearer of civilization and the northern realms are barbarous, which is somewhat true. But there are some, well, it's medieval ages and they're barbarous themselves. Contract, devil by the well. Good folk. I know there's a war on and every man's got trouble enough of his own, but perhaps there's one of you who could help a father in need. You all surely know the well in the ruined village, and the devil that guards it with jealous fury. And if you don't know well, come ask and I'll tell you all about it. Whoever drives that monster away from the well will get a fat purse full of gold, so don't tarry, for it's an urgent matter. Okay, a devil Geralt has already encountered, I think, in The Last Wish, one of the short stories, and he wasn't really evil, it was just a jolly fella, so that will be interesting. Brother missing from Dune Wildebert. Basti and my brother went off to fight the Black Ones. I've reason to think he stood in the great battle nearby. He's not returned to this day. Like many others, you'll say, and you'll be in the right, but if he fell, and I know it's like he did, I'd give him up to the ground the least, like our fathers have done always. I'd bury him neath the barrow where our parents lie, not leave his corpse to be ate by the corpsers. Well, what's a corpser? Prowling the battleground. Or ghouls, for that matter. So I seek a man brave, able with a sword, and willing to venture out with me to find Bastion. I won't pay much, for I have not much to give, but I'm not stingy with gratitude, and sure show it aplenty. Any man willing to help, look for a raised hut along the road to White Orchard, just near the bridge. I've made camp here. Interesting.
Damn deer, strip the bark off the trees again. Teddy's my best mate!
That's it, Roach.
Let us all kill. I see you with him again, and you'll regret it.
Alright, so I got all those side missions, but let's go find the Nilfgaardians first, because that's of urgent matter. Oh, the frame rate is still not that impressive, I have to admit.
Whoa!
Oops, not run against the tree, please. Oh, it's alright, I think.
What now, you piece of filth?
What the hell? Who's attacking? Holy shit. Nice! Alright, you've seen the horse's fear level. If it gets too high... Wolf hide, okay. The horse will kick Geralt off and run away. And the silver sword is only for magical beasts, introduced by the conjunction of the spheres. Uh-oh. Shit. Run. Oh shit. Wow. That was bad. Oh shit, I've used Odin, that's bad. Wow, that was really bad. Do not underestimate those beasts. Roach, where's Roach? Let's eat some more of this stuff. How can I call Roach? I'm sorry, but I have to look this up. Call horse P. Oh. Let's just run away from these. I've heard that wolves are very strong and should not be taken lightly. What do we have here? Is this a Nilfgaardian soldier? Must be now, because we're in occupied land. Okay, if we sprint, we'll take down Oh shit.
Giddy up.
Oh, come on. It's not that easy fighting from horseback, actually. Now it worked. Drowners. Oh shit, run. Uh-oh, Geralt bleeds heavily.
Come on.
You know what? Let's fight from afoot. What? What? You've upset the guards. Hey, 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 chill out, right? You're not attacking me, are you? Why did I upset the guards? Oh, interesting. This is a quest item. Tamarian Lily Key. Very interesting. I don't know what this guy's doing. Wait a second, he's... okay, he's a Nilfgaardian soldier. Never mind. Let's just ignore him for now.
Greetings.
Apparently, if we ride, the frame rate drops more heavily than... What are you afraid of? Okay. I think... wait. Alright. Let's run. Guarded treasure. Ooh, it seems that there are some enemies up there. Uh-oh. Wow, we regenerate so little health. That's a little bit annoying. Let's actually make a break here. I'll fight the wolves the next time with sufficient health, so that's alright. I thank you all for watching, and what's about the Nilfgaardian camp we'll see in the next episode. See you soon.